So here are what each of those column means. Here, these are the two columns that we will use as the target. So target here is median value, MEDV is median value of a tract, of a neighborhood, if you will. Okay? And then cat MEDV is whether the median value is less than 30K or not. So this is a very old data set. So that's why we have houses for 30K here. Okay? So this is a categorical variable, and this is a numerical variable. Okay? For any given procedure, we will use only one of them. We won't use, all models will have only one target. Okay? We'll either use MEDV as target, or we will use cat.medv as target. Cat.medv will be a classification problem. MEDV, if we use MEDV as the target, it will be a prediction problem. Okay. All right. So that's what we have. Okay. So we can, after reading the file, you can do head. Okay. If you want to look at, the data a little bit, not print the whole thing, you can do a head that will just print the top 6 rows, so you can see the columns in it. Okay. All right. First, we are now going to start with a bar chart. Okay. Basic bar chart is given by geom underscore bar. Okay, so that's what's going to give us a bar chart. Okay. So let's get into it. So we say ggplot. Okay. And then we give it what data is. So data equal to housing.df. Okay. So now you've identified the source, data source. Okay. You really didn't have to do data equal to. If you just simply give the name of the data frame, ggplot will figure it out that this is the data that you want to use. Okay. And then, okay, you don't have to give anything else at this point, but you could. Okay, whatever that you specify at this is the root command. So anything that you specify at this level will permeate, will be true for all the other code that's going to come after that. So if you want anything to be carried over to the rest of the code in this chunk, you want to specify it here. Okay. So what you want to plot, okay, and you specify that with AES. But with the actual command, you don't have to do this. This is automatic. You have to. This is what the regular syntax is. You say mapping equal to AES, and then you can specify. Okay, in this case, in bar chart, you want a bar chart, right? So there is only one variable, and you want that variable in x-axis. So you say x equal to what? Okay, x equal to, say, we want Chaz. Okay. So remember, housing, there is Chaz, and Chaz has zeros and ones. Chaz is whether the property is adjacent to Charles River or not. 0 means it's not, 1 means it is. Okay. And we want a bar chart for that. Okay. And then say, okay, so that's your base code for ggplot. Okay. It says that here is the data set, and I want to plot this Chaz business. Okay. That's all it's saying now. Now, what kind of plot you want for this data? Okay, so you say that with a plus sign, you say I want a bar chart. Okay. And say that's it. This is going to generate hopefully a chart. So here it is. Okay. Now you see that this is a funny looking chart because the Charles River, there are only two possible values, 0 or 1. Now it's giving me minus 0.50, 0.51, and 1.5. Okay, so that's not really good. That's because Chas is, when he did a head, we saw that Chas is an integer variable. It's coded as an integer variable. So it's giving you all of those values. So if you convert that into a factor, so instead of saying x equal to Chas, you say x equal to Chas as factor. Okay. Now you see there is 0 and 1, that's it, okay, because it is a factor. Yeah. Huh? Okay. Now, so this is of course a very basic chart, and we want some more stuff in it, right? You probably want to change the label here in the y-axis, label in x-axis, and maybe put a title, and so on and so forth. So there is a lot more to be done. Okay. Now, but this is the basic structure. So now you have to add the additional layers that you want to put on this. Now you keep adding more code to this. So with this basic structure, then you add plus what is the title, plus what is your x-axis, what is y-axis, what is that, what is this, and everything. Okay. So you build on this basic kernel of the chart, and we will do that next time. Okay.